Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a close look at the UST See Me 1.0 waterproof LED safety strobe. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, on the trail or on the water, this device, the UST, which is Ultimate Survival Technologies, See Me 1.0 LED light, ensures you can be quickly located in an emergency. Kind of a personal locator light it's visible up to 3.4 miles or 5.5 kilometers on a dark, clear night. And it's great for backpacks, hikers, campers, and us preppers as well. A lot of people will think, why would I want to be rescued in the middle of a disaster? You know, so much of prepping focuses on bugging out, and hiding from the zombies, the evil government, whatever. Not a lot of it, I find, focuses on everyday emergencies and a way to get rescued and to be seen. A lot of us, we choose camo, we want to hide. Something about prepping to make you a little bit more rounded is to think about, okay, I'm sitting at my desk, and I have my everyday carry bag next to me, and there's a huge earthquake, and I'm trapped under rubble underneath my desk. How do I signal to get out? Maybe my leg's injured, maybe I can't, there's rubble, there's dust in the air, I can't yell, maybe I can't sit there and flick a flashlight on and off. Something like this could actually save your life and get you found quick enough. As long as you can get it out and up, people can see it. So, this is a 28 lumen safety strobe. The measurements are 4.95 inches by 1 inch. It weighs 1.8 ounces with 2 AA batteries. They are not included. It'll run on any AA batteries. I tried the really good ones, rechargeables. I tried the low drain device ones. So I have dollar store ones in there now. Works just as well. The unbreakable bulb flashes 60 times per minute, and it goes for up to 44 hours, and the bulb never needs to be replaced. It's waterproof IPX7, which protects against water immersion up to 1 meter. And you didn't think we weren't going to test that, did you? Got the old Nalgene bottle of doom here. Let's turn it on. And drop it in. And there you go. So the waterproofing does work. See if I can fish this out. Sometimes I have to cut off the camera and do it because it's just messy. But as you can tell, still working fine. And as long as you get that seal right, you're pretty good. Shouldn't have any issues with it. So, let me shake it off, and I'll give you more information. So, with the twist-off cap here, it's kind of interesting the way you do this. Now, you'll notice there's a little arrow here. I don't know if you can see it, but in person you can see it. There's an arrow there. This is your off, okay? This is your on. And if you want to remove it to replace the batteries, this can be a little tricky, so let me give you a hand with that. You're going to turn it towards open here. Turn it open and push down. And that will remove the cap, and the batteries, and the rails along the side. The rails along the side exist to connect the negative to the negative and the positive, which is already connected to the positive. So you have a complete circuit. You want to make sure you get that down on there tight and screwed in correctly, so it is still IPX7 waterproof. Very handy device to have. I would consider this good for boaters, for maybe on your backpack. Something people think about when hiking at night is a way to see the person who's up front of you. You got a bunch of these going and you're hiking somewhere in the dark. Everybody can see everybody. There's no problem if you're hiking with your spouse, your friends, whatever. Stick one of these on the back of their backpack, stick one on the back of yours. Whoever's in front, you'll be able to see. So, very handy little device for just everyday preparedness. It's something I might put inside my my everyday carry bag, just as an emergency device. It does come with some Velcro straps, so you can attach this to your molly webbing. You can attach this to your backpacks, any kind of gear that would just fit in through here, like that. And you could pretty much run this through and attach it to almost anything. Of course, now it's going to be stiff and tricky, but you get the idea. That will attach on there to pretty much anything you want it to. So a very handy device for just everyday preparedness. And like I said, a lot of times we think about, how are we going to hide from the looters, the zombies, whatever. We don't think about how we're going to get rescued after a disaster. One of the things that got me into prepping was an earthquake that I felt in California. Now, it was a tiny little 4.1, but I'd never been in an earthquake being from Manhattan. And, when I felt it, I kind of thought to myself, wow, that was kind of scary. I've never felt it before. My wife, who's lived in California almost all her life, was like, it's just an earthquake. Me, I was a little more concerned. So I started my prepping by thinking about how I would rescue myself or get help or heal myself from an injury, you know, if there were no doctors available at the moment. I kind of started it that way and then started thinking about, okay, I have to run, I have to hide in the woods from some kind of end-of-the-world scenario. So something like this definitely fits into that. You know, if you go out ATVing, especially locally where I am, we have a lot of ATV riders and stuff. Strapping something like that on the back of your ATV, your dirt bike, whatever, definitely a good way to get yourself seen if you go down and you're injured, too injured to call for help. If you look at the back window of our house, you can see straight up the mountain. And there's a lot of people that go off-roading and stuff up there. And you see sometimes emergency beacons, lights, flashing, whatever, and they'll always send search and rescue up to check them out. So anyway, this is the UST, or Ultimate Survival Technologies, SeeMe 1.0 LED strobe. It's a very compact, handy little device. As you can see, completely waterproof, up to 1 meter. Didn't have any issues with it. Very easy to turn on and off. Very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put out the lights here, and we're just going to do it from across the room and let you see what it looks like as a simulation, and then we'll finish up. Alright, so we're in the famous test alley of flashlights here in my garage. And that's about 25 yards away. You can obviously see it flashing. It's very, very bright. The camera really doesn't do it justice, but one of the things with a flashing light is it will catch your eye a lot better than a steady white light. So that's kind of why that exists like that. And you can see, works pretty darn well. Alright, let's get it back on the table and we'll finish up. If you know me, you know I like to stick with budget-friendly items, and this is definitely a budget-friendly item. This is $11.06. I will have a link down below where you can pick it up. Let's hope you get it and never need it, but if you get it and do need it, it's definitely going to come in handy for you. And like I said, I am going to stick this in my everyday carried bag. I have a little bag that I carry right next to my pen holders. It'll fit right in there, really small. I may get rid of the lanyard because I really don't have a use for it like that. But I don't know. Maybe I won't. But anyway, I always carry paracord if I ever need a lanyard. Definitely a cool little cheap item. Definitely something that can come in handy. And again, you got to always think, when you're being a more well-rounded prepper, you have to think about ways you can get rescued and seen, as well as ways to hide when you don't want to be rescued in some kind of major catastrophe or disaster or whatever. So that's the deal right there. I will put a link down below. You can go straight to it in my store. Don't forget to check out in my store. I have all the other items I've reviewed, or most of them. You can click through that. You don't have to buy anything in the store. If you just click the link and shop as you normally would, it really helps us out. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. I had a lot of you guys try out Thrive for the last month, and I definitely know a lot of you are trying it out and probably liking it, so don't forget to check it out. See if you can order some freeze-dried food and get started in some food storage there. And don't forget to check out our Olight link and see what they have to offer. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.